Hello everybody. I just thought I'd do a quick video. I'm fortunate enough to be the owner of a Beocenter 9500 and the 9300. People often ask me why I've got two machines the same. My answer to that is basically they're not the same machines. There's quite a number of differences between them. So I thought I'd do a video just explain what differences that I know of, both visually and otherwise, that there are between them. So we'll move straight on to the 9500 we have in front of us here now. Obviously first impressions are that the 95 has got the mirrored panels on the top. These are very eye-catching, but can scratch easily. Thankfully mine hasn't really got any scratches on it, and I intend to keep it that way. Also around the edge you'll notice there's a white stripe as well for the 9500. If we just look down underneath here, you'll see there's a headphone socket this side, and over this side underneath there, if you can see it, there's a microphone input as well. Move on up, obviously it's got the glass touch panel screens here, up under there for the CD. The CD movement on the 9500 is in an arc movement. Hopefully you can pick it up. Again, the touch panel open and close. Move to the other side, and I don't know if you can pick it up or not, but it does say Dolby Pro something or other. It's very difficult to pick up actually, but that's the difference. Move on up to the top of the machine, the badge here saying Beocenter 9500. We just look under the panel here. This one's connected to a pair of Beovox S80 speakers, which sound great. And it's also got 3 auxiliary inputs on it, as well as the 2 Beolink connections that you can see there that aren't used. There's 2 auxiliary inputs and a phono stage input for my recently acquired Beogram 4002. It's quite important to note that the Beocenter 9500 has a phono stage with a built-in preamp, whereas the 93 doesn't. But that's basically the 9500 in a nutshell. It's a great machine. I was lucky enough to have been given this one free of charge. I really enjoy using it. I use it as my daily driver. I'm so pleased with it. Works perfectly well with the Beo 4 or Beolink 1000, any of the remotes from that time. Yeah, so now we'll move on up to the Beocenter 9300. Okay everybody, so here we are now in front of the Beocenter 9300. I'll try and keep the format the same as I did with the 9500, going through different things with it. So first of all, obviously, this one has got the brushed aluminium finish on it rather than the mirrored finish from the 9500. Both equally pleasing to look at. This is probably a little bit more resilient and doesn't show the scratches quite so much. Thankfully, these haven't even got any scratches on them. And again, I intend to keep it that way, so that's one thing there. We move down into the front of the machine. Yes, there is a headphone socket this side, but over this side there isn't the microphone input that there was with the Beocenter 9500. So we just move up to the CD mechanism again. So it's a touch screen, and you'll notice on this one the CD mechanism is in a straight line. This is because the internals on the 9300 have basically been taken from a Beosound Overture of the time, you know, the ones with the sliding glass doors. Quite a bit different inside apparently than the 9500. Just close that up again. If we move over to the tape deck, the sliding doors again. And on this one, I don't even think you can pick it up. There's no mention of the word Dolby, it just says HX Pro. And I think it was a slightly sort of downscaled version of the tape deck that was on the 9500, but I don't know the tech specs to be 100% sure about that. If we move on up now to the top bit, you'll see there's no badge that says 9300, Beocenter 9300, like there was with the Beocenter 95. Whether that was just Bang & Olufsen saving money, I don't know. If we open that up, again, connections there, a couple of power links which I'm using on this occasion for my trusty Beolink 8000 speakers, which look and sound fabulous. Only 2 auxiliary inputs on this one. One is marked up as phono, but no internal amp for the phono stage. So if you wanted to use a proper Bang & Olufsen deck with remote control and amp, you'd need something like the Beogram 4500. On this occasion, I've got a Beogram 1100 with it, and behind the unit there is a separate phono stage amp going into that, and then into the 9300. I forgot to mention there is no white stripe around the edge of this machine like there is with the 9500. Obviously, you know, they look quite similar on appearances, but actually there is quite a lot of differences between them. The 9500 is better equipped, and I would argue maybe better sounding, or that's purely subjective. But does that make a 9300 a bad machine? Absolutely not. It's a really good machine in its own right. Just that when you're looking at these two machines, there are quite a bit of differences, and as long as you know what you're getting and do your research first, I'm sure you'd be happy with either one you decide to get if you're looking. I hope this video has been of help to anybody who might be looking at these machines. Again, the 9300 works well, just as well with a Beolink 4, Beolink 1000, any remotes for that era. Hope this has been helpful, and thank you.